Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And this game marks the start of a road trip here for the Jazz.
And you have to view this as an opportunity. Oftentimes on those short road trips, you really want to take care of your business. Show you can win those games on the road and keep that momentum.
Allen. Carter pulls it in. Johnson for three. Connects from three-point range.
For three.
What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you've got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here is Irving. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game.
Often you see Kyrie creating for himself, but he can also make room for others with his play calls.
Here is Riley. It's a three-point game. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now, here's Avdia. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Sixers ball.
Philadelphia with the ball. Jones up top. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Now, here's Moody. Watson for three. Sinks. The three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
This one for three. Avdia can't hit.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Took him no time at all on that one.
3 points.
And that's now 6 points for Trey Johnson.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Utah leading. Avdia with it. It's hauled in by Watson.
Great rim protection, and it forces him to change his shot.
Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Your 76ers, EMT, give them a hand.
And here is Moody. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. A nice shot by Irving.
And with the appropriate jump shot to be a high-volume scorer, Irving has lights-out shooting ability.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Driving the lane. Jones from outside. down the three ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back over to you, Kevin.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 6 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
They set the pick. Johnson. Here's Queta. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Outside, Jones. Screen by Allen. And the basket by Jones.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now here's Randall. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Inside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. High post Johnson. They need this. And the layup is good. 11 points in the game.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Santos. From outside, off the mark. Johnson attacking. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Assisted.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Trey Johnson has been leading the charge for the Utah Jazz. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Now, here's Irving. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Randall. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Randall's got his first points of the game. Shoots from the elbow. And that's good for 2.
And no matter who it is, you can't give anyone that much room for mid-range.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
And you know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Jim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
And Utah has possession after the Sixers pick up 2. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Tries the spin move. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here's Brown. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Onside, Barrett. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Santos. Rebound, Utah.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, Wiggins is a big, active wing, and that time he used his size and athleticism to give his team a second chance.
Here's Santos. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Here's Jorshit, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Santos. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Randall no good. The 76ers leading by 3. Out to the wing. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
Pass to Watson. Fires, high post. That one doesn't drop.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. To the paint. Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Outside, Jones. Watson the screen. Pass to Riley. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trail by 3. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside. Stolen by Allen. The Jazz making a switch here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Jazz substitution. Number 33. Derek.
We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Here is Riley. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Moody's shot is off. Here's Brown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Pass to Riley. With the drive. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Queen gets it to go.
The assist goes to.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And Riley gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Riley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Riley's got 9. Here's Brown. And a miss there off the inbound. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers ahead, leading by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Avdia. Now here's Robertson. Hasn't made one yet. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Cato. Fast break, here they come. Avdia can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 4. Back to Moody. Here is Riley. Here's Santos. Misses the 3.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Santos. Another shot. Nice jump shot. Good. Santos has got 6. Here's Johnson. Misses from close range.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And he tried. Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
No good from outside. Jazz trailed by 4. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Off target at the rim. Pass to Santos. No good on the 3.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Barrett. Still scoreless. Screen by Allen. Barrett, no good. And it's the Jazz's ball. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can... pound it on your head. Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Barrett. Top of the key jumper, no good.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Outside, Avdia. Picked by Randall. Down low. And Randall throws it down.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick and roll partner.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Randall outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Jared Allen.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Into the lane.
Nice.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Jorsic. He has 7. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. No good from the wing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Brown. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Jams. Out left to the wing. Here's Jorsic. Oh, blows the buzzer-beating dunk. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are in the fourth quarter.
The Jazz, 53.
3/10 quarters behind us, and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And it's Jones with the ball for Philadelphia. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Offensive rebound. Moves back up. Pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brown with it. To the wing right side. Randall outside. And the call will be against Julius Randall. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Jones. That's tipped. And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Down to Philadelphia, number 24.
Here is Watson to the middle. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Queen. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Santos. Going inside. Rebound, Utah. Here's Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jams. It's intercepted. Here's Moody. Another miss by Philadelphia. Utah leading. Pass to Queen. To the inside. Here's Santos. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
pass to Riley. Diving in. And he goes in for the dunk. Went right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for clean.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Santos. From the arc, another three. For Philadelphia.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Johnson, the long shot, no good.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's Abdia. Strong move off the glass.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Oh, what a play inside.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Does not go. And it's Utah's ball. Johnson. Wow, what a play.
Unbelievable.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Oh, it's good.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Robertson with it. Jones covering. Stolen by Allen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Oh, the slam dunk.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Now Randall. He answers with a dunk of his own.
And how about Randall coming up clutch? Wow, this guy has ice in his veins.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. It's Allen. Oh, the dunk.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Johnson fires. And they'll get another chance. Now Randall. Lets loose a three. And it's off. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Here's Barrett. Takes it inside. Allen. He puts in the chain.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.